Hi, this is Rick Rogers from Doomsday Tank Models. I'm going to do a tutorial today on paint chipping. And I discovered a very good technique online from another model. I just want to share it with you if you haven't seen it before. Very cool. I'm a minimalist when it comes to paint chipping. I like to keep most of the character of the paint scheme in place. That's just me. That's the way I roll. I'm going to show you a few things I found online. See if you think it's a good idea. All right, let's get into this and roll the film. Okay, we're just going to take some of this right here and mix it in. Maybe a little bit more. Who knows? Just get it the way you like it. You can always paint over it. Not a big deal. So I'm going to be using a new brush. Someone else online suggested this. You can get about 100 of these. These are eyeliner paintbrushes. And anyone who uses eyeliner can get these and get a nice fine tip to it. And they're pretty cheap. I got about 100 of them for, I don't know, $10 or so. And I'm going to use this very good chipping brush. And you already know you can use the styrofoam. So I may do a little of both, but I'm really liking the brush. And I just want to do this easy for you guys. I want to give you a look at some stuff I've already done. And it's just real minimalist stuff. You put it works really well if you do a camouflage and you do it on the green where the tan got scratched through and just a little bit of rust coming through, or the red primer that the Germans use as a base coat in the factories. So we're going to try this out. Okay, so we're going to get into this right here. Hopefully you can see this. I'm going to see if I can do it on the green. Perhaps you'll notice this better. Let's get a little bit in there. Doesn't have to be very much. And let's get a little more on that brush. And kind of get some different cuts to it if you can. Do the best I can here. Nothing has to be uniform. Okay. I don't know why I feel I have to put that in the gap of some kind and put all the color in it, but it's fine. Okay, after untying my tongue, let's try this again. And the track primer is just simulating the undercoat coming through the paint chip. Do as much or little as you want. Get a little more track primer on there. I hope you guys think this is shaping up pretty good. It's a neat little trick that I learned. I'm still figuring it out. But just a little at a time. Oh, I think that's looking pretty good. See if I can't get into this little swirl right here. So you can play with that as you wish. Rinse this a little bit. See if we can't follow this up a little straight beige. Okay, then we're going to clean that, and I'm just going to get a little more track primer on there to simulate the rust coming through. Really hard to do on camera. I know when you guys do this at home, you'll do a much better job. I'll tell you what, I'm going to clean this up off camera and show you what I did. Okay, and I think that looks a lot better. I'm being a little critical of myself. I'm going to do a zoom. It looks good from far off than it does the other way. But I think it looks pretty good. Now it's just the paint method. Let's try the dabbing with just a little bit of the sponge on it and see how that works out for us. Okay, we got just a little bit of the paint on the end of the sponge. And let's see if we can't get this method to behave. Just brush that up there a little bit. And you got some convincing paint chips right there. And then we're going to come back with some Track Pro. Hopefully you can see that. It is so hard on the when you get this close. You see I got some of the Track Pro on there. Just dab it in there. I could do some more in here, but I kind of like the paint chips the way they are. Not everything has to have a rust coming through. As you'll see over here, I've got some pretty good paint chips, but no rust on some of these. I think it comes across pretty good. So you can do the sponge method or the method with the small cosmetic brush or any brush that you have. This is some other previous paint scratches I've done on the front of the hull. I've done some around here. You can see by the shackles and the front of the tank, where the guys might walk up and down to get into their hatches. Just minimalist chipping, and I'm going to do some rust effects sometime later. And some of my early ones were some of the best, I think, anyway. And I'll have some rust streaking coming down from there over that Knight's Lance. Pretty good decals. And got a little one right here. Scratch on the side. Anyway, so I hope some of that made sense to you, and I hope it works out for you. Paint chipping is a really good effect. I think too many of my models I've done almost tank museum style with very little damage at all. Because when I put it on the shelf, I do consider my hobby room kind of the tank museum. Whether they'll go after my time here, I don't know. But I'm having fun working on this stuff. I'm sure your hobby, you're having a good time too doing what you do. And hopefully some of the things that I bring to light on my channel will just point you in the right direction to do some research in other areas. And hopefully, if you like what I do, just take it straight from my information and go to town. This is a really fun hobby. I can't tell you how fun it is. It's I can't tell you enough. But thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe and share this video. If you have anything to add, compliments, constructive criticisms, I'll take it. Really would appreciate it. It keeps me going either way. But thank you. My subscribers have grown to 383, I believe. So starting out from just, I believe, October. That's not bad, because I realize, based on some of my views, I just need to step it up in some areas, and I hope you think I'm doing that. So anyway, we'll see you next time, and thanks very much. Bye-bye.